Bring us your baffling.
Bring us your audacious.
We want your sticky notes, sketchbooks, and scribbles. Let's pin them to the wall, kick them around.
Kick them around, see what happens.
Because we're in the how do I get this startup off the ground business.
The taking your business, global business.
We're in the problem-solving business. 400,000 people.
Ready to help you solve problems while they're still called opportunities.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Hi, I'm Mark Scafidi, and welcome to another episode of Z360. We start off today with the upcoming Indoor MAC Championships and how the team's looking to prepare for them.
Every meet we kind of progressively got better, both as a distance team and as a whole team. We made a lot of steps forward and really made our mark in some events, and hopefully those events we can turn out and duplicate some of those performances this week, and it's all been building up to this week, so it's been a good season so far.
Well, you know, our standouts again, you know, are some of our regular. I mean, Clayton Murphy, of course, has been doing a great job. We expect big things out of him. Claudia Garcia-Jow leading the nation there in the high jump. We got Alexis Cooks, who's probably the best all-around thrower in the country. Again, she comes in strong. We have, you know, people like Caroline Haas, who's, you know, been to the national championships before, and we got Alex McCune, who's done well at the NCAA championships before, made a USA team before. You know, he's coming off last year's injury and holds the facility record in his event, the heptathlon. That group right there, we expect some fun, great things.
Individually, I think it's going better than last year because at this point I jumped higher than last year, so I think it's going pretty well. I'm on the right path, and then this week I just practiced much harder. That's why I didn't jump last weekend, and I feel like prepared for this one.
I try to keep it one day at a time, but at the same time I know that my goal that I have for myself, and it drives me. Even if it's my last meet, it keeps me, you know, working hard at every meet.
It's gonna be fun, first of all, because it was so close last year that I don't even remember. I think it was like 2 points, 3, I don't know. But the fact that we're hosting it is the fact that we know that we're all, the whole team, just competing where we practice all together. So it gives us this sense of the family that we have here, and I think that's gonna help a lot.
Being at home, we just love being at home because our athletes are used to facility, they got their friends out here, and then we also have a chance to have our fans out here as well, which we've been fortunate. We have a lot of fans coming out to our meets, and you know, there's nothing like it. It's no different than any other sport when you're at home. Our athletes tend to perform a lot better when they're in front of the home crowd. If you haven't been out to a track meet at University of Akron, you haven't been out to a great meet. We put on some exciting meets. There's catered towards the fans, but the MAC Championships is even extra special because the intensity is so high. It's just like going out to a Final Four game in basketball or a Super Bowl. The intensity is fun, it's exciting, and you'll sense that when you get out here and you'll see some great performances.
Now let's shift our focus to the Diamond, where the softball team is giving us a preview of their upcoming season.
Well, in the offseason, the first thing we tried to improve on was our pitching in general. Obviously, Erin Seiler has been our ace for 3 years, but she can't do it all. So we've been trying to get Paige McMenemy and Nicole Best, Kelly Highsong ready to go. They've improved some, but we still have a lot of work to do. So that was our main focus, quite honestly. And then obviously offensively, just getting everybody comfortable and then figuring out what we're going to do defensively. We lost 6 seniors last year. That changes a lot of things. We got a lot of new kids. So it was a building togetherness and then sort of trying to put all the pieces together.
This year is kind of different because we have 10 new girls, but they all have potential to be great and we all gel together. So I think it's going to make us play better during MAC time.
Every year you go in with a different focus, working on different little things. You kind of have the big picture covered. It's just all coming down to, you know, small details. I know pitchers, we've been working a lot, especially throwing. We had 10 new girls come in. We had 10 returners. So right there off the bat, there's a dynamic that you have to include others and you can't fall back off of the previous year's relationships. We graduated 5 or 6 seniors last year, so, and now there's only 2 of us. There's only Mac and I as seniors. So we really took that strong senior focus and had to turn it into a whole group dynamic. Everyone gets along very well. That's something that, that's how our program is.
I'd say Alyssa Nicholas probably the most. We've moved her from third base to catch, and she came in as a third baseman catcher, so it's not a surprise. But she pretty much caught a lot this fall. She's very good, and she's just going to keep getting better. So we need to make sure that we got someone in there who could throw people out, and she's going to do a very good job. And she led us offensively this weekend too, so that was big.
Everyone has a different job, and it's everyone's job to do their job. That sounds so cliche, but in a way it's totally true. I'm never going to go into the outfield and tell someone how to do their job out there. That would be absolutely insane and be very stupid on my part. So for us, it's all trust.
And now something that only 5 teams have done over the last decade, the men's basketball team has reached the 21 win mark for the 11th straight year.
A tribute to our players, first and foremost, our coaching staff, a terrific bunch of assistant coaches, graduate assistants, our academic people, our administration. It's just a combination of the stability you need to be terrific, really. And 21 wins over 11-year period is a phenomenal accomplishment when you consider only 5 schools have done it, and really no mid-majors.
I wanted to come to a program where I could win. Like I said, I'm very far from home, and one thing that makes you miserable is losing, but winning, kind of keep you upbeat and keep you happy about your situation. So that was definitely a pivotal aspect about, choosing University of Akron.
In high school, looking to where I wanted to go to college, when Akron popped in, it was like, wow, I looked at some of their accolades and things that they've been doing in the past years, and it was just unbelievable to me to see that, and I was like, wow, to go there and be a part of a great winning tradition and hopefully continue to carry that legacy throughout my 4 years playing here is one of the reasons why I chose to come here.
The trick is winning when you're not great, because it's very difficult at all times to have everything go right and still win games. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of is we've been able to withstand some injuries, some loss of players, and still win. Most people would consider 21-14 a great season. We consider it a reloading season. And I think it's all on what your goals and expectations are. So we've been able to win through injuries, through issues, and it's a tribute to the guys in the program and the depth of our program.
Sometimes there's pressure behind it. It's not just about the 20 wins anymore. It's like we want to go and do more and win the NCAA tournament and continue to carry their legacy that they paved the way for us. And we just want to go above and beyond and make it better for them to be able to look at and look what they've done in the past and continue to build on that.
It's a testament to what coach is doing and what the coaching staff is putting forth. Kansas, North Carolina, or Kansas, Duke, 3 other teams, those are all, prestigious schools, prestigious coaches, winning players, NBA guys. So to be a part of an elite group, I think it speaks a lot about the coaches, the players, coming in a new system, buying in, because that's not, necessarily an easy thing to do. Guys come to college and some, become individuals, but the whole team camaraderie thing, I think it speaks levels to the culture that, is built here, and I think winning is the top thing about that culture.
Well, this isn't like recruiting for a top 10 program. We have to find guys that are late developing guys that are still very, very good players, but are going to develop into even better and better players. And then on top of it, we have to find guys that care about winning. So we have to sell the fact that we've won and we will continue to win, and we're going to play in the postseason every single year. So recruiting is a never-ending process. It's the lifeline of your program. So if you don't do a great job recruiting and evaluating players, you're never going to win at a high level.
So March is definitely something I'm working towards. As a collective group, we've been working since June, to reach March, and we're pushing through right now. We're in February with 5 games left in the MAC, so that's everything right now. That's where our mind's always on the next game, next game, next play. But that ultimate goal is definitely to win big in March. Kind of leave our legacy and just continue the tradition that's been left here by the great players before.
That'll wrap up this episode of Z360. I'm Mark Scafidi. Make sure you join us next week when we look back at the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies going on this weekend.